So, what you got there now?
More questions.
Mm.
So, a friend of mine, I was able to purchase this stone from her. And I just think it's an amazing scoop tool, but I'm not sure what it is.
Well, this is something very special that was available quite a few years ago. It's calcite. It's dogtooth calcite. You can tell by the shape of the crystal. And it's got chlorite. The green is the chlorite.
Okay.
It's very, very rich. This is a very interesting that this should be squared off like a rhomboid calcite crystal. So it's got a touch of dogtooth and a touch of rhomboid. I mean, look at that. You'd think it was man-made, but it isn't.
Yes, I assumed it partly was.
No, it's completely natural. You know, calcite crystals have this rhomboid shape, and they just come in that blocky shape. And so there's the blocky aspect, and there's the dogtooth aspect. And then the green is the chlorite. Very, very powerful healing stone. Sits beautifully in the hand, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Really, really, really nicely. Rests nicely like a beautiful display piece. Is a very nice scoop. And of course, with chlorite being the number one healing mineral, because it is. That's why seraphinite is so amazing. Is because seraphinite isn't its real name. It's clinochlor, and it's the chlor as in chlorite.
Oh.
All that green in seraphinite is chlorite.
Okay.
That's what's making that color. And so this is green, and there's just the way that this is shiny and smooth and layered. This is one very, very extraordinary stone of a mind to just sort of claim it from you. It's very tempting. I'm very glad that you have this, and this is a stone you can put next to your bed for getting healing during the night, because it's got a wide enough range. It's big enough to have a radiant energy, a radiant field of, I would guess, a 6-foot diameter. So you put that next to your bed, it's definitely going to emanate this healing energy to you. And what I like about it is I'm starting to see faces in it. So over here, I can see a bird's face. Here's one eye, here's another eye, there's the beak.
Oh, yeah.
And I actually have this material that is in the shape of a bird, and it's next to my bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I keep it there. Yeah. I remember when I got this, because I think your friend definitely bought this one from me. It's just a stunner. Look at it.
I know. I fell in love with it once I saw it.
So it's got a little bird face there, but I also saw a kind of a face in all of this. I'm not seeing it at the moment, but because then the bird face over there pulled me. So that's that beautiful, beautiful healing stone. And this is the best way to acquire stones, is from people's collections. They call it the silver pick. When somebody else has gone and selected stones, now they're selling their collection, you're getting their best.
Yes.
It's called the silver pick. So that's your silver pick, and that's
very lucky.
Very, very, very fabulous stone. Lovely. What's this now?
So this one was also part of her collection,
Oh,
and
yes. I remember when we made that one.
Yes, and there.
Oh, this broke off. That is horrible.
So beautiful.
So this was like this over here, this way.
And I didn't think that could be reattached, even gluing.
No, the glue only is good for about a year, is what Scoop taught me, and then it just comes apart again. But the main thing is, this is not such a great match anymore. You know, what you want to do is make sure that the strength of this crystal and the strength of this crystal are matched. And this is not matched anymore. It may have been at the time, but now that it's broken,
part of it's still in the wand.
It's not doing it anymore, and so it's time to let go. Now, this is a gorgeous crystal. There's nothing wrong with
That's
it.
what I thought. I could still use it.
Absolutely, and you can use it as a throat chakra stone. Aqua Aura throat chakra. Oh, fantastic! I mean, really amazing. And what we want to do is match from there. So I've got the Aqua Aura here. And you can have a look, and we'll go through this process. So I'll just hold that up for the camera. And then I have a few more over here as well. And we can just go through the process of looking. So if you look here, which ones pull your eye, Linda?
I haven't seen that.
Okay,
More
so
of a
that's
purple
it's
color.
a slightly different color. So this is Aqua Aura. This is Indica Aura or something they call it. So it's a different blue. I would not recommend it. I know the Aqua Aura works. I am not sure about that one.
Yeah, I was just
it
surprised
is.
by that different shade.
It's beautiful, but I would not. I would test it. You see, to me, this is heading towards the third eye. And we can test it right now. We can you take one of those, put it to the third eye, versus this one on the third eye. It's just totally different. And then the middle, and then check it on the throat.
Yeah.
It's deep. It's got a deeper vibration, doesn't it? It's got a different sound. It's actually very nice.
It is very nice.
But because you're making a wand, it's fine to test it as a loose stone. But once you're putting it in a wand, you want to be more certain. So I'd go with a safe choice. And I might make, this is an amazing piece. You see, the thing when you're choosing these stones, this is going to act as a brush, and literally this has to poke the tissue regeneration chemistry into the energy field. So you want all those points pointing in the same direction. This is an ideal piece from that point of view. Mm-hmm. But when you build it, you want to build it with like a support that holds it like that. Like a brush.
Like a brush versus a point.
Versus a point for, so it's not going to work if you put it there, and you have to turn the wand this way when you use it, which is okay. But you want those points. But that's a big, strong piece, you see. And what jumped out at me would be something stronger like this, because you want multiple points. The key is to have the multiple points. And you see, that's stronger, and it's not going to break. The problem with Aqua Aura is that the process of making it, where they put it in a chamber and they use gold vapor, and then it coats the outside of the crystal and it adheres. You can't scrape it off or anything. It bonds. But that process is done at high heat that makes the quartz brittle. And that's why it becomes so fragile. Mm-hmm. And so some of these, I'm so scared. You'll see they will break off. Where's our little cluster?
That's over there.
Oh my gosh, I'm treating it poorly. Well, it was strong enough to withstand my poor treatment. That was not good. Vivien. Okay, so you see this is very brittle, and that's why you see that white then. It's very fine pieces. Yes, it's another piece. It's still a fabulous crystal, still can be used, still has amazing healing properties. Hold it in your hand, protect it from me. But I think, you see, that if I'm going to look at that, I'm going to want to match it with something like that.
Yes.
Doesn't that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And so the big
ones... But then it's not like a brush.
It is, because you've got more than... As long as you have more than one point, and also the stream coming off there is obviously bigger than the stream coming off these little points. So in the end, you've got about the same amount of surface area being covered as you go along. Okay. So that's only one point, and then there's the little ones here. So I would agree there. This has got a lot of points on it. Mm-hmm. And it's the multiple points is what you want. See, this one's got a lot of points on it, and it's strong. It's not going to break like that one did. So those are the ones that I would recommend you choose from for. It's also got to go with what the wand body looks like. And so these little ones, they're too little. I like that.
I do too.
Now you want to check with the other end like so.
Okay.
And just see.
Yeah.
Like that, and then you want to check when you're building a wand. You want to check this way also. It's quite strong. I can feel that interfering a little bit, but that's okay. And that doesn't have to be pulled out of the wand. You want to get someone to work nicely with that. Yeah, I think wiring is okay. These crystals don't take kindly to being heat treated. So when you make the silver ones and you solder, then you get casualties. Now that looks pretty impressive. I mean, the feeling as it comes over your fingers and it's heading towards me is very strong. It works. There's no question. That works too.
Mm-hmm.
That's very powerful. Those are very powerful crystals.
Oh, such a hard decision.
Always.
I think they all seem very nice.
It's always a hard decision. They all work.
Yeah.
Oh no, this is how I spend my days. And you choosing for yourself, I sometimes have to choose for other people.
Yes, you're very good at that.
I do have a knack, but it is time consuming and it is nerve-wracking too. Yeah, try this one. Because you like the lots of points.
Oh.
It's not as organized. It works, but it's not good for you because you can get disorganized quite easily. The crystal's telling me it's pointing in too many directions for you.
Yes.
It's interesting. So I would say you want to choose the one that you like holding in your hand. All three of these work. So choose the one you like.
This one. But I like this one too. I think a lot of it's going to come down to how I'm going to make it work. Getting in there. Finding somebody to help me. That might be a little too big.
See, I would put the wire through like that. Get the wire wrapped around the base. And then get the wire wrapped around there. So you just get a wire wrap person to do it for you. Abby's not in town anymore, is she? No. But there are other people who do wire wrap. And then you can also ask them to do wire wrap here to make it unified. You get it both ends. This is the one that jumped out at me, so I'm very satisfied. And you see, you've got that point there that's kind of hidden, but will also project energy. You've got that point, you've got that point. But this is also, these are painting surfaces. They said you'll be able to use this Aqua Aura wand in some other ways that it will teach you, because you've got those big surfaces there, which most of the Aqua Aura wands don't have.
Yes.
So that will be an advantage.
Seems very unique.
Yeah, it will be great.
Yay.
Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. There we are. Successful shopping again.